Most players ignore Brad Vickers because he's only a rare hero. But what if I told you he's actually one of the best early game progression heroes in Resident Evil Survival Unit? Brad is one of the early game combat heroes in Resident Evil Survival Unit. He is classified as an attack hero and specializes in crowd control and utility, making him surprisingly useful in early PvE progression and zombie wave content. Brad is not a late game carry hero, but he's absolutely has the best value because he's easy to obtain, cheap to upgrade, strong in early game exploration content, great for slowing wave of enemies, and works extremely well with barricade tank setups. Now, the best modes to use him in are exploration mode, early horde defense, zombie wave control, beginner progression, free-to-play accounts, utility control teams. Now, the reason why players are using him is because Brad throws obstacles and disrupts effects that slow enemies down, giving your DPS more time to clear waves. Now, he shines most when he's paired with tanks, used in lane defense content, and supporting AoE damage dealers. Now, some of his weaknesses are that he's going to fall off late game. He eventually gets outscaled by higher rarity heroes. Low burst damage. He's more utility focused rather than raw DPS. Now, player versus player limitations. Most wells and high-end alliances will replace him quickly with premium units. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some skills here. All right, so his first skill is called Last Stronghold. Throws a signboard to push back enemies in a circular area, dealing damage equal to 249% of attack and stunning them for 0.2 seconds. Enemies hit by the signboard have their movement speed reduced by 30% for 5 seconds. Next skill is called Coward's Instinct. Every 15 seconds, increase the defense of all allies by 53% for 8 seconds. Next skill is called Confidence. Normal attacks deal 29% more damage to enemies with reduced movement speed. Okay, and those are his exploration skills. Let's go ahead and get into some field skills. First field skill is called Unexpected Counter. When deployed, allied squad attacks, there is a 12% chance to stun the enemy for 1 turn. Okay. And next one is called Fuel Management. Increases the deployed squad's oil collection speed by 10%. This is where he's going to shine as well. If you guys are doing a lot of collection, you want to make sure that you do have Brad in your lineup there. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some lineups here. Now, a free-to-play beginner wave team, you're going to have Brad, Marvin Branagh, and Claire Redfield. Now, this is probably the best setup for him. And the reason why this is going to work is because Marvin's going to slow the enemies with barricade. Brad's going to stack obstacles with disruption. And then Claire's going to nuke group enemies. Now, if you're trying to build a zombie team, you're going to use Brad, Jill Valentine, Carlos Oliveira. Now, the reason why this is going to work is because Carlos tanks, Brad controls lanes, Jill provides stronger range output. Now, as far as a resource farming team, you're going to have Brad, Catherine Warren, and Murphy Seeker. Now, since Brad has gathering utility, he fits decently into resource-focused marches early on. Now, we're going to go ahead and rewind to the beginning here. Now, if you're probably thinking in your head in the beginning is, should I invest in Brad Vickers? Early game, I would say yes. He's absolutely worth leveling early if you're free to play, you're new, you need exploration progress, and your roster is limited. Now, when it comes to mid-game, I would say keep him around for like a secondary team, some sort of a utility setup, and gathering marches for sure. You're always going to use him for gathering. Now, when it comes to late game, I would say absolutely not. Eventually, you're going to transition into stronger legendary meta heroes. Now, Brad is going to become more of a support utility option, backup squad filler, or farming specialist. And when it comes to leveling up his skills, I would say prioritize the skill upgrades, then do a star level, do anything with troop buffs, and then his gathering bonuses. Please do not overspend on this. And when it comes to the types of content he's going to be good for, exploration, I would say he's excellent. Horde defense, very good. Player versus environment zombies, good. Gathering, good. Alliance war, average. Player versus player arena, he's going to be very weak in there. And then endgame is very poor. But I would say early on, like I said before, early on, if this is all you have, this is what you're going to use. But he's never going to really go away because you're always going to use him for gathering. And I think he's going to be good to go there. Now, let me know in the comments below. Are you guys using Brad? Have you already replaced him? Or whatever the case might be. I want to hear your comments in the section down below. See you guys next time.